hello.
Hey.
Welcome. It is Tuesday, May the 2nd. Can you
Wow.
believe this, guys? We are in the 5th month of the year already. And you know that this month is going to fly by, right? Because it's my birthday month. I just want to put it out there.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
Woo, celebrating all month long. So, guys, as you know, or if you don't already know, we are the co-founders of Online Success Made Simple. I am Takija Wyatt from the sunny Florida, and this is my beautiful co-founder and co-host, Daria Jackson Leggin. Yeah, from New York. New York.
What's going on?
Yes.
Hey.
And of course, over here at Online Success Made Simple, we teach you the organic approach to making money online. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Man, oh man, we have a wonderful, wonderful interview lined up for you guys. But before we do that, if you're watching us live, go ahead and hit hashtag live and let us know where you are watching us from. And of course, if you're watching this at a later time, go ahead and hit hashtag replay. And also let us know where you're tuning in from. We love to see all the people from all around the world watching and catching the replays and learning those nuggets, right? Catching those nuggets, taking those copious notes, right? Because you know that we always bring something, right? Whether it's the training or it's a leader, it's always something that can help you on your journey. All right, so we're gonna look right here, right? Look right above. You're gonna see a link that says StreamYard.com/YouTube or /Facebook or /LinkedIn, depending on where you're watching us from. You want to click that. It's gonna give StreamYard and that platform permission to work together so that when you make a comment, we can see it pop up on the screen. It's gonna show your profile picture and your username right here in the top left corner. All right. Other than that, if you look right here in the corner, you're going to see a subscription bell. Boom. I know I always forget which one, right?
Yes, on this side. Yeah.
So you want to hit that, and that subscription bell is going to let you know every time we go live so that you guys don't miss out on some of these cool trainings. And of course, if you're already a member, boom, you've got full access to all of these trainings all the time. Boom, Daria. Hey, Daria.
So I just want to, before I get started, just want to give a shout out to those that are watching us from YouTube, from LinkedIn, from our Facebook group, and also our Facebook page. We say hello and thank you for watching. So we're seeing you coming on. I see you as you're jumping on. Just make sure you put hashtag live in the comments so we can know who is there and we can showcase you in our broadcast. We love to do that. So we are super excited. So you see, we have an amazing guest with us today, and you are about to meet the remarkable Imani Qryn. She is an individual that embodies the qualities of a true team player. She's always willing to lend a hand to those who are in need. Not only does she excel in collaborative settings, but also possesses the passion for entrepreneurship and the promotion of possibilities. As a lifelong learner, she firmly believes in the transformative power of events and the impact that they can have on individuals and communities alike. So get ready, y'all. Get ready to be inspired by her. Not only does she talk the talk, she walks the walk in all aspects of her life. So we bring to you Miss Imani Qryn. Yes, y'all. Whoop, whoop.
Ooh, hey.
Yeah. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome. If I invited you, do what they said so we can know that you're here.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have to give them a couple minutes also. So, it's going to be short and sweet. And anybody that does miss it, fortunately, it is recorded. And Imani is going to get a copy of it as well. So, of course,
Yes.
Imani, you'll have a copy of this interview to do with whatever you choose to do with. So that's what
Oh,
coming on.
how exciting.
Whatever
Yeah.
you want to do with it, honey. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started because oh my goodness, we are so excited to interview this young lady. This is such a phenomenal blessing for us. And Daria, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get us rolling.
All right, let's start with the first question. Let's get it crack a lacking. So, so Imani, tell us about your first year in the network marketing industry. What were some of your challenges and how did you overcome these challenges?
I'm not sure I overcame them in the first year.
Mm, okay.
Because
Oh,
I think that, like basically in my first company, it was that I liked the product so much. And I liked it so much and spent so much money that the person said, you should just join. It would be cheaper for you. So I did. So kind of that was my experience. The first company, I was enjoying getting the discounts and being with others that were doing it. But I don't think I really took it to heart in terms of actually learning how to build the business myself. I
mm-hmm.
think that didn't really happen until several years later.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Hi.
Awesome. 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 So you bought the products and you enjoyed the discounts and everything. So when did you say, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna take it a little further than just being a customer and perhaps um be an affiliate or an associate and make perhaps build a team. What
You
did
know,
that look
as I
like?
was thinking about this and thinking about my journey in network marketing, I realized that I really am a product lover and I come through
Mm,
it that way first, and it was the company that I entered after my mom passed that
mm,
I really took it seriously. The product had been a video phone. And, like this was before cell phones were out. So, like, to hear about this technology. And my mom lived in California, I lived in Seattle, I lived in New York. So
mm,
I thought, oh, wow, she would have loved to have seen this technology. And we talked every day anyway, but we could have actually seen each other. And so I thought that product was so great that everybody should be able to have that kind of connection with the people that they love
mm,
and understand and learn about this technology. So it was that company that I really started to build, and I really started to like plug into the system to let other people know about it and do the things that my sponsors and the people around me. Actually, it was more the people around me because my sponsor was way in another state, and like, so I plugged in to
mm,
with the team where I was, and they really taught me, and that was like one of the best experiences of my life in terms of writing a list and making calls and going to meetings and doing the kind of things that you really need to do to engage in network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And I had people, or I was seeing people actually doing this. And, one of the most successful people, I had an opportunity to speak to him. And I said, well, in the beginning, what do you do? Because I wanted to know, what do you really do in the beginning to make that kind of impact and have that kind of success? And
yeah.
he said, well, my first week, he said, like, I was so busy on the phone that I forgot to eat. My wife had to come and tell me to eat, and she would bring me things to eat because I was on the phone all day long. I said, how many people did you talk to? He talked to 1,000 people. He said it was probably 1,000 people in that first week.
Wow.
And that gentleman was so successful. There were like 50 senior vice presidents on the stage with him at one time that he had created and he had trained. So I think that was it, and that was such a, like, one thing about network marketing is that people may not know is it's really about the people
Yeah.
and working together with positive minded people and people that cared about your success and people that would help you. It was, like, it was like a family, and I loved it. I love that experience and that, like, affirmation for me,
Yeah.
and it was a company that had many people that looked like me, and
Mhm.
that was new to me. And
Yes.
seeing, so many successful people that look like me, and I heard their stories coming from backgrounds that were, even more difficult than my background,
Right.
and they were successful and they were training, and seeing their heart and their compassion and how much they gave, their generosity, it just touched me, and it made me want to work, it made me want to help them, and I wish that I was on their team,
Yeah.
like, because I wasn't even on their team and they were helping me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That's
that's how, like, that's how the business is, like, I think people don't know, like, what people really get in terms of your heart and in terms of your spirit from network marketing.
Oh yeah.
yes, yes.
Oh
I mean, wow,
yeah.
you will meet some amazing people in network marketing, and like you said, that is the best part, the people.
Absolutely.
And you said one thing that I hope everybody caught, and that is when you spoke to the leader and you wanted to know how he achieved the success that he did. He called 1,000 people within a week. a
Yes,
thousand
indeed.
people, y'all.
Oh
So that goes to show you that, you call 5 people, 10 people, 20 people that you think is going to join you, and they all tell you no, and you're done. So imagine if that
so
person did that. He wouldn't be where he is. And that's what the leaders in the the industry do. It's a numbers game, y'all. You gotta call. You can't call 10 or 15 people and then expect to have all this success. 1,000 people. Have you called 1,000 people?
I
You know?
haven't called 1,000 people in my first week, but it fascinates me so much that I want to call 1,000 people.
yeah.
Yes,
And I could call a thousand
yes.
people. I
Yeah.
keep collecting names, so
Mhm.
I have thousands and thousands of names, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it really
Absolutely.
soon. Yes.
Absolutely. And I like that. I like that. You said another nugget, another thing, collecting names. You need that in this industry. That way you
Absolutely.
have people to call. So if you don't have anybody to call, then you start collecting names. You start making friends. And we tell you that all the time.
All the time.
Become a professional friend maker. And now with social media, it makes it so easy for us to do that. Where before we had to do it belly to belly, knock on doors. Oh, I mean, I remember back in the days, some people used to open up the phone book and start with the letter A and just call all the way down. People did that. Flyers. I mean, going standing in malls. We don't even have to do that, y'all.
Putting flyers on cars. We don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah.
The whole 9 yards.
It's work, but
Yeah.
it was even harder back then.
Yes.
And then there's some people today that feel like, I don't like social media. I like belly to belly. I wanna feel, I wanna touch, I wanna be in the midst of. But
Yeah.
for those of you that are don't feel uncomfortable picking up the phone, you can get on social media and meet people every single day. And
Yeah.
Facebook sends you people like, hey, this might be someone that may be a great fit for your network. So we have all the tools, y'all. I see Romy. Rome is in the house. What's up, Rome? What's up? So
I
There you
yeah,
saw
go.
June down there. June was here as well, saying
Yeah.
hey to us.
yes,
Sherry,
what's up, June?
Sherry popped in.
Yes, and
Jerry,
Jerry, great to see
wow.
you.
Oh, hey,
I
Jerry.
see a couple of others. I can't tell who they are yet, but once you
It's
reveal yourself,
Jerry, June, oh yeah, Jerome. Look at
all
all the
right,
wonderful
all
people.
right,
Oh,
yes.
hey, peeps.
So my question to you is, okay, so you got into network marketing, you enjoyed the product, you enjoyed the people. So what made you decide that online was the best place to be?
Um, I'm not sure I have decided that online is the best place to be. I got to catch up. Like I was so happy to hear what you all do because, like I'm old school and I love belly to belly and meeting people in
Yeah.
person. But like I'm an Aquarius, and so I think I want to learn the new technologies. If there's another way that I can also engage with people, why not? And one
Yes.
of the best experiences that I have had recently online is that one day I noticed Messenger and I said, "Oh, I'm going to send some things out in Messenger." And I saw a friend of mine that I had worked with in network marketing before, and I had invited her to, somebody else had interviewed me, and she had come, and it had been weeks and weeks since we saw each other. And I contacted her through Messenger. Don't you know that that day that I contacted her, she said, "Oh, yes, I'm so happy you called," and signed up immediately. Like
Yeah.
it's a way to connect with people. If we have new ways to connect with people, I'm not the kind of person that says, like I'm too old to learn it or I don't want to learn something new. Like you said in the beginning, I'm a lifelong learner, and
Oh, yeah.
technology may, challenge me a little bit, but I am not going to let it crush me. And if there's something that I can learn, to do this easier, why not do all of it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
get to connect to people, like throughout the whole world. I was talking to somebody yesterday through an app in Nigeria, and he was sharing his life with me and how he lives. It was fascinating, and I was sharing with him. So it's a way that we can reach beyond our, like our local neighborhoods and
Yeah.
meet people, you know, that we would never meet in person and
Exactly.
may never meet in
It's
Exactly.
person.
it's
Yeah.
that's one of the most fascinating things that Derry and I love about what we do
Mm.
because it's nobody that we can't touch, right? No region that we can't touch. Like we can literally talk to people around the globe at whatever time of the day they're up, right? You
Yeah.
make
Exactly.
these videos, like we tell you guys, you make these videos, you create a YouTube page, and people will watch your things, right? And you'll be surprised how all of a sudden you get all these people from all over the globe, right? We have people from um, Australia. We have people from Nigeria. We have people from America. We have people from
Bermuda.
Bermuda. Like Jinx. We have people from all around that are watching, right? And we absolutely love coming together with all of these people that, Derry and I sometimes we get to go and meet people because that's the good thing about it, right? You meet somebody from Chile or somewhere and they're like, hey, when are you coming to Chile? Like when you come to Chile, come and stay with us, right? That's happened to us. So it's
Yes.
so phenomenal, right?
Mhm.
Just meeting people and sometimes just instant friends with these people. And so we tell you
It's-
guys, professional friend maker for a reason,
Yeah.
right? They may not ever join you. You may collaborate in some other way, or you may never collaborate at all, and you might meet your new best friend, right? That you never knew was out there in the world,
Right.
right? Somebody
Exactly.
like, wow, I have so much in common with this person, and we talk all the time.
Yep.
It's amazing. Wow, Imani, I'm telling you, like I said, y'all already knew Imani was gonna be dropping some nuggets, right? And we said that
That's
before
right.
we started.
Hmm.
We halfway through this interview. I'm like, you wait, girl.
Aw.
I know. The time goes by so fast. I mean, we've
So
been doing this 20 years
fast.
already. So it does go by fast. So let's see. we have a couple more questions for you, and I don't know, you know, Derry, you were supposed to end up
I know.
saying the last questions, and as I'm looking at the questions, I'm like, oh yeah. So, Imani, what would you say is the best way to get new people to get to know you? Now, and we're talking online, offline, we're talking in general. What would you say, in your experience, is the best way to get new people to get to know you?
To get to know you. Well, one way that I really like is like going to events. Like I really believe in that power of events. And one thing, I'm going to be going to an event soon. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be amazing. And events are amazing. You know, like that's one of the things that I have always done in my career in network marketing. You know, is going, well, I go to events anyway. I go to seminars, I go to all kinds of events, but those events have taken me all around the world. You know, I was in a network marketing company, a Chinese network marketing
Yes.
company in
Wow.
New York,
Oh,
and I ended up going to China. And I know you won't believe this, but it cost me $1 to go. And we stayed in 4 and 5 star hotels, traveling. I went to 5 cities in China. It, you know, like it was awesome. So I met Chinese people. I have been studying Chinese about 6 months before because I knew I was going. I wanted to at least be able to say ni hao, you
Yeah,
know,
right.
you know, to the Chinese people. They appreciated it. But, you know, like those experiences of being with people because we slept with
mm,
them. You know, like the first day, they had this huge room and we slept on the floor. I slept on the floor with about 300 other ladies next to each other on the floor, you know, in China. Yeah, it was a surreal experience, you know, and so I had that contrast. We also stayed in 4 and 5 star hotels. But I never that never would have happened if I hadn't been with that company. I would not have met the people that
right.
I did. I wouldn't have known about their life. I danced with them in on the stages, and it was, you know, it was incredible. And so I think that really, you know, going to events has you, you know, there are spaces there where you can, you know, talk intimately with people and ask them about their experiences. And those
Yes.
experience, like one thing in that company, the first one where I really got busy at the video company, I sat next to an 18-year-old who
Mm,
was telling me about his amazing success. And I
Mm,
thought to myself, wow, if he can do this, why can't I? So I
exactly.
think it's the
mm,
people that you meet, not just the people on the stage, but the people in the audiences, the people that are there, you know, like trying to fulfill their dreams, just like I was trying to fulfill my dreams, you know, are telling me things that will, you know, kind of uplift and inspire you and encourage
yes.
you to keep going in
Mhm.
your life, you know, and in your business. You know, like it's not, you know, there's all these things about the, you know, network marketing being a scam, you know,
Right.
because people, everybody in it isn't successful, but
Ex-
everybody isn't working either. You
No,
know, like it's
What,
about doing something. You
what
have
did
to
you
do
say?
something.
that's
What,
You
what,
right.
have to,
Gotta get.
you know,
you
you
you mean I gotta pay my money and I gotta do some work? Oh,
have to.
wait a minute. So
It
when
doesn't
I
happen by
join the
magic.
gym, oh Lord, wait a minute now. When I join the gym, I can't just pay my money every month and just shed pounds. See, this is a scam.
That's exactly what I'm doing, paying
Man,
my money to the gym every month, all through COVID, and I still haven't gotten there. But that's going to change too. But you're right, I haven't lost any weight, you
yeah.
know, doing that. But you know,
Oh,
like, but that's what people think that
Yes.
about network marketing.
oh my
You know, they
goodness.
think that, oh, I've just paid my, you know,
Get
$99, and where's my money? Well, did you ever go to class? Did you ever talk to anybody? Did you ever do anything? Did you, you know, and they'll say, I'm shy. But what are you doing to get through that? It's about personal development. It's about,
Mm.
in another company that I was in, their product was like transformation. It was a
Mm.
success club. And in the beginning, they had a affiliate program. They don't anymore.
Mm.
But it was about reading books, Think and Grow Rich, the
Yeah.
science of getting rich, all these books that you've heard of. We had like
Mhm.
14 of them. Read the books, watch it, listen to a video or watch a video, listen to a CD every day,
Yes.
and that kind of thing. When we're doing that and going to the
Yeah.
conventions and stuff where we see these people
Mm.
making $18 million a month and $2 million a month, or made 50,000 in their first week, like, oh, oh my goodness. So anyway,
Oh yeah.
that
Amazing.
that
Oh.
expands what we think that we can do. It helps to develop us and get our minds in
Mm.
that right place, the minds for success. But in that
Mm.
company, I was able to quadruple my income,
Mm.
Yes.
to
Quadruple.
quadruple it, quadruple
Quadruple.
from a high five figure, to quadruple.
That's what I'm
And
talking
that
about.
was surprising. Things happened that I did not expect, but they talked about
Mm.
dream building, vision board. Keep your vision in front of your face. Look at your
Mm.
dream book every day. Make your goals. Go out and sit in the car you want. Go and
Yeah.
like go to the houses that you want to live in. And amazing things happen. I
Yeah.
started doing that, and you have to do it consistently. So whenever, whenever I stop, I'll notice that's what's happening to my income. So it's something that we have to do consistently.
You better believe that. Now
Yes.
listen, oh my God, guys, out of all the things that Imani said, I'm gonna tell you, I was taking some notes. So y'all, I was saying to myself, see, these are the things that people don't realize what events do,
Mm.
right? What type of mindset an event will put you in, and why leaders are always pushing for you to go to events, right? It's for the three things that Imani said, right? The experience. Oh my goodness. What wasn't that the last thing she was talking about? Experience, experience, experience. It's one thing for you to be online with a bunch of people talking about how much money they make, right? And you seeing them on leaderboards and stuff like that. It's a whole nother board game when you see somebody face to face, right? And they wearing a $10,000 watch or whatever, right? And they looking good, smelling good. You see the money,
Right,
right?
right.
They carry themselves like they make that much money, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? If you're exactly. Now, if you're lucky enough, you get to walk across the stage. Like Derry and I have walked across stages. And let me tell you, if you've never walked across the stage, you want to walk across the stage.
It's a beautiful feeling.
Right? It's not about the money. Trust us when we say it is not about the money. But when you go on that stage and a bunch of your peers, right? Because we had a bunch of team members there. We had a whole team, whole shirts, the whole thing. We showed up in a big crowd. And trust me, it makes a difference in your team. When you go back home, your whole team is on fire. Everybody that showed up, they're on fire. They're like, yeah, I got to meet so-and-so in person. I took pictures with them. We high five. Yeah, now I'm going to go in there and da-da-da. And now I know who team I'm on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So some people, they need that experience, right?
Exactly.
And he also said networking. Networking. What? You get to network with people that aren't on your team. Right? You get to network with millionaires. You get to network with people making the same amount as you. You get to collaborate with these people. You get to find people that are where you're from and connect with them. Exactly. You don't feel so alone after these things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the last thing was, I can't read my own handwriting.
Yes, she was writing so fast. Well, she was dropping it. She was dropping it.
Oh, invest. It says invest. I got a little chicken scratch. Don't worry about that. So last thing was, how did Imani get to this event? She had to invest
$1
in herself. $1 at one time.
Well,
But
I
you
had to pay 1,100, and they were gonna $1,101, and then they're gonna give it back. And I said, well, even if they don't give it back, but they did give it back. So
That's right.
Darius, stop being a hater. Busting up my groove. But listen, listen, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Invest. Even
Mhm.
when you paid $1,100, if you paid $200, if you paid whatever it took you to get there, if you had to catch a ride and sleep on somebody's couch, if you have an event going on in your company, you need to make sure you're there, right? Especially if you plan on being any type of leader in your company. You want to show your face, right? And you want to let people know who you are. You want to show up in the back office and on the front line.
That's right. That's right.
Let me.
Events are crucial, y'all. So if an event is coming up in your company, make it a point to be there. It's going to be so worth it, more than what you could ever think. More than you could ever think.
Absolutely.
I've had some amazing people going to events every year.
Mm-hmm. What did you say? Invest to become
the best. Yes, Rome. Yes,
and that's how you meet leaders that you haven't had a chance to meet, because you bet your bottom dollar all the leaders will be there.
Right.
And all the leaders are gonna show up. They don't care if they had to sell a kidney, right? Don't be on here talking about Takesha said no. Right. But whatever you need to do, right? Pawn some stuff, whatever you got to do. Get to a live event for your company. I promise you, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. You're going to have the time of your life, and you're going to be like, wow, these people really are just like me. Like, they cool like me, right? All of a sudden, you're like, dang. Well, what am I doing, right? If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, all of a sudden you're looking at yourself like, okay, let me step up.
Let me step up my game.
Okay, this is what she said she did. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm on that. Right? All of a sudden you're like, yeah, like Imani said, if she can do it, yo, I can do it.
That's
and
right.
You do leave there feeling like a little mini Superman or Superwoman. You're like, yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Ready to tear it up when I get
for real. And you get to have conversations with them that you would never have online. Never, ever, because you'll get to have, a moment where they're chilling and you can just kick it with them. But you won't have that opportunity online on a webinar. You're just not going to have that moment. And that's where relationships are cultivated, because you're there.
I heard you say that Claudie Bell was on the line. I don't know if she's there, but we met actually at an event and have become really, really close, and I had made a Airbnb and found people and put people in the Airbnb so that we could all afford to be able to be there. And we had the best time, just being in the apartment, talking to each other, cooking together. Rome was there, like it was awesome. And we wouldn't have had the experience, with each other and who we are. And, like just making those connections. Claudie Bell and I have been able to work really, really well together. And I don't know if Pam is here, but she was there. And it's just a great place for people to be able to congregate, like if you have a space like that, and people can do that themselves, get an Airbnb, have some other people stay. And that was the best time. I mean, that's why I do it now, because it's been one of the favorite things that I have done. I've met some incredible people and made some really wonderful friendships.
Yes.
Oh, you better believe that. We can concur with that. I mean, the crazy part is Derry and I were in companies before we actually met each other, and we went to events and everything, and we never met each other.
Never.
Right? It took us having the same mentor, right? And our mentor saying, listen, I want to show some people how to make some profitable Facebook groups. Who wants to, learn? And we had certain objectives we had to meet in order for us to be one of the candidates. And Derry and I both did the things we needed to do, and she put us together. Right? And that's the craziest thing. Later, we were like, wait, we're both in this together? Wait, did you go to this?
We know a lot of the same people.
Wow.
What? So this was one of those things. God was like, "Yo, y'all gonna meet. Like, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all gonna meet. Like somehow, I'm just gonna keep putting y'all in the same spaces. It's gonna happen." So Imani, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So what would you say? Like, when did you know that you wanted to inspire and motivate others? Because that's a thing, right? People can be self-motivating and self-starting, but it's another thing, a selfless thing, right? To want to inspire and help others. So what made you want to do that? Motivate and inspire others.
Well, that's yet another network marketing company, but it was one without a compensation plan. Called Landmark Education. Is all about transformation.
Yes.
Yeah. But like you call people, you invite people, you enroll people to come to this transformational course for free, to make a difference for the world. So I was in that program for a long time. I was one of the leaders in that program, and talked to a lot of people. I always loved people, but like I would kind of love them in the background. Like my dream when I was 18 was to be in a limousine with dark windows and drive around so I could just stare at people.
Oh, Whitney Houston.
I didn't want them to see me. I didn't want to get close to them. I just wanted to look at them and see what they were doing. Well, through personal development, and courses like and networking and really looking at yourself and looking at what's important to you, what your values are, like what your purpose and mission is in life. It really is. I said I wasn't going to cry, but it really is all about people. So, like when you really are searching your heart for why am I here? Who am I? What is my purpose? And then you allow yourself to be open to the people that are around you, to your team, to their various needs, because they, like everybody needs something different, and to learn to accept them. So I think hearing about people's dreams and seeing their struggles, maybe they're struggling with technology or taking certain actions, or really, it's really about believing in themselves. I want to be somebody that can make a difference and to have an impact on people, because being in landmark education, I saw how many people didn't see possibility in their lives, didn't believe in their lives, and at some point they stopped, believing that things are possible and that they can create their life however they want. So I always wanted to be somebody that could help people to see that you can create your life any way that you want.
Create possibilities.
Create possibilities. But you have to be responsible for that. Nobody's going to do that for you. You have to do that for yourself, and you have to believe that you can do it. And if you don't, then you start reading all those books. Listening to, we got YouTube. You can listen to something positive every single day. But you have, like we have had so much negativity. Many of us have had so many negative experience. It's going to take 10, 100 times that positive experience to transform some of those negative ideas or the negative beliefs. We've been told you can't do it. Well, I'm the first one to say you can, or probably not the first. Other people have said it, but you haven't heard it, or you need to hear it again and again, and you need to start saying it to yourself.
Exactly.
Amen. And that's what I'm talking about, because it's absolutely true. And we say it all the time. You need to get yourself a Flavor Flav, right? Gary and I remind each other all the time. Hey, girl, you the bomb. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. TheBomb.com.
TheBomb.com.
Yes, girl. Go ahead. Don't be great, right? Yes. And you definitely need that, right? You need that in your life, like Imani said. You need that like water. And if you don't have a community where you can get that support, and you are in a company, I'm pretty sure they have a community. And if you're looking for an outside community and you're a female, you know we have the Go Be Great Sisterhood. We talk about
Sisterhood,
it all the
yes.
time. $10 a
GBG.
month. If you need the link, we'll give it to you. But absolutely, it's important to be able to broaden your horizons, right? And you definitely need to work way harder on yourself than you do on your business. If you working hard every day trying to make money and you trying to figure out why it's not coming, because you need to work a little bit harder on yourself. Because it's something in here, right, that's going on. Not in here, right? We always think it's this. But it's really this is what's stopping you from getting to your bag. Right? And you'll learn. The more you do personal development, you'll start saying to yourself, why did I have those thoughts? Why did I think that I couldn't do this? Right? You'll start coming into your own like, yeah, who said I couldn't do this? Who, you know what I mean? Like, I am a risk taker. I am a person that is willing to try new things. And by golly, you better believe I'll do whatever it takes to make my dreams come true. Whatever legal is what I always say. You know what I'm saying? If it's legal, I'm a so, and you have to have that attitude, right?
You do.
That
you do.
I am gonna do whatever it takes. Because look what happened. Every time you say something that, oh, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, my mentor said, right, Daria, to do A, B, C, and D, but I'm gonna do A, B, and D. I know they said I gotta do A, B, C, and D to be successful, but I ain't really
right.
You put yourself out of the game already. I know what I'm supposed to do. Right? And that's that pain.
Yeah.
So now this question, Imani, is a question that we ask everybody. Everybody gets this question. It's always so interesting and cool to find out these different answers. And I can't wait to hear your answer. This is one of those scenarios where just imagine, right? That you were in a situation where you lost everything. Now, the only thing you had was your laptop.
My laptop, okay.
Right? You have your laptop. You have your voice, things like that. You don't have a list, right? And you need to pay your bills because your bill's not going to stop coming, and you got 30 days to get that mortgage payment up. What are you going to do to make some money in 30 days?
You say my laptop and my voice. Well,
I mean, you have your legs, your car, all that stuff.
Right.
Okay. A house, an apartment. No, I don't have that.
Well, you have somewhere to live.
Your head.
Yeah, you have somewhere to live.
You got 30 days.
You don't have no money coming in.
You're going to be on the street in 30 days if you don't get some type of income coming in. Like you done lost everything. You done lost your way, your ability to make money however you made it. You can't do that no more. Right? Something happened and all of a sudden that's not an option anymore.
Gone.
You got to figure out, well, what am I going to do to make money? I got 30 days to make money.
30 days to make money.
Make it happen.
And am I doing this online or am I doing this anyhow?
Any kind of way you want.
Any kind of way. This is if I got a house and I have stuff in the house, I take it outside and put up a table, or a blanket on the ground, and I start selling some stuff. I sell the stuff that I have. I've done it before.
That's
gonna help somebody.
And that's a start.
That's gonna help somebody.
And perhaps you might have taught me how to monetize things online. So I was thinking I used to be a singer. So I could go to YouTube and I could start singing some songs, and hopefully you would have told me how to monetize it.
I know that's right.
And I'm a really good organizer. So if I didn't have a way to make flyers, then I would go door to door. I'm an amazing organizer. I can organize space like crazy. I love, I had a cleaning company. I could transform somebody's space in like no time. Well, it might take some time. I have done that, but like I would do stuff like that. I can clean, I can organize, I can sell some stuff, I can, you know, I don't know. That's what I would do. And I hope that I could make money off of that computer and the and YouTube, yeah.
Yes.
So
I love
That's
it.
what I'm talking about. Missy Money said, I'm going to utilize my God given skills and
There you
everything
go.
I have acquired to put me back in a position where I'm winning again.
That's it.
Hey,
She
I heard
went
that
deep,
loud and clear.
y'all. She went deep. She went
And
within
hopefully I still have a
everything.
phone. But if I didn't, I get me a phone and I start trading because I can. That's why I got into it in the first place. Because I didn't have an income. I had that experience where, like during COVID, and the governor of New York said we real estate brokers couldn't work. That's
Mhm.
the first time, and I'm not going to tell you how many years that I couldn't work. That's why I got into real estate, so I could be free.
Mhm.
I could make the money that I want. I haven't worked for anybody since
Yeah.
I was about 20 years old.
Woo!
So like when he did that, and I sat there looking at my savings going down and my credit card debt going up, I said, what in the heck am I going to do? And my cousin called me and told me about trading. And
Mhm.
so I said, oh, wow. And it was like a network marketing trading company. Trading was the product. But I said, wow, if I can learn how to trade, then nobody, no governor, nobody can take my income away from me.
There you
And
go. Boom.
that's right. And that's what I'm doing and learning how to do that and seeing people making thousands of people. You saw Romy Rome down there making $20,000 in a week.
60.
$30,000 in 10 days. I mean, this is life-changing money, the largest liquid market on the planet. And
Yes.
nobody, and it's decentralized, no government owns it, and nobody can tell me what to do.
Boom.
Said loud and clear.
That's what I'm talking about. I said, I don't care what happens to the
Yeah.
company. As long as I know how to trade, nobody can take me away. So in your
Nobody.
scenario, if you took
Woo!
away my phone, I still have my computer. I could still trade, but I had no money. So I had to go down, make some money,
Oh,
bring it
yeah.
back, put it into my trading account, and get back to where I was.
There you go.
Hallelujah. There it is. There it is.
Love it. Yes.
Me
We
too.
love this question.
Yeah, we actually
You
have
just
one
gonna
more
top that.
question for you. Because,
Yes.
yeah,
One more question.
yeah,
Okay.
because Gloria, I did that.
Yeah.
I read you a question that wasn't there because that's the question
No.
we ask everybody. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? I had to hear
No,
your
no, it was perfect.
I had to hear your
It
answer.
was perfect.
This is how we're gonna end it. We're
Okay.
gonna end it with you giving some advice, right? Now, we want you to pretend like you're in a situation where somebody that you love very much and you needed to give them some entrepreneurial advice. What would you say to them?
Well, I would say to them what I said to the young man I was speaking to the other day that told me of how difficult his circumstances was, that he lived in the ghetto, he had very little. And I said, like, there's one thing for your body to be in the ghetto, but you can't have your mind there. Your mind cannot be in that ghetto. Your mind has to be in the possibility. Before you can achieve anything you want, you have to believe that you can achieve it. He mentioned to me about the difficulties and how that's different from this. I said that can't be a part of your mindset. And I told him because even like you believe you have to have the right clothes and the right shoes and you have to look a certain way and whatever. I said, none of that matters. It's like God is deciding what's going to happen and can put somebody that can feel your heart. They can
Yeah.
feel your intention. They can feel, who you're going to be, and they can join you regardless to where you are. But you can't have your mind in the ghetto. Like you have to do whatever you have to do to get to the point where you believe in yourself. If
Exactly.
you don't believe in yourself, then nothing is going to work.
Right.
Like I started real estate at 20 because I knew I'm a really hard worker. I worked in factories before. And, like I would be thinking of new ways to get oil wells painted and how fast could I paint them and how many parts and, how fast could I do this? And I increased production by hundreds of percentages. And
Mm.
other people were, playing their games or reading the newspaper, and I was working hard. So I said, I need to go someplace where my effort is going to be counted. If I work hard in real estate, I'm going to make money. If I don't do anything, I'm not going to make anything. I think that's why I'm good with network marketing, because I know it's up to me. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to you what's going to happen in your life. And you just have to know. And I told my nephew, who told me, who brought his girlfriend and told me he was pregnant the other day at 18. I told him, was going and looking for, ways that the system could help him. I said, you got time till that baby comes for you to learn how to help yourself,
Yeah.
and don't look for the handout. Like you can join one of these network marketing programs for, $50, $99, whatever it is, and go to work, regardless of what the product is, and you can make it happen. And he's a chef. He can cook. I said, turn that into a real business.
Yeah.
Like put up a flyer, turn it into a real business. You can make money that way. My brother, I told him, you can start a cleaning company. I went on a trip. I came back and he had a flyer with my phone number, his name. He had started a cleaning company.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
But like you say, if you don't have any money, if you don't have anything, what are you going to do? Do something and believe in yourself and believe that you can do it, and that you can take care of your family better than any way that you thought. You can do that from your own efforts.
Absolutely.
So I think that's what I would say.
Yeah,
Absolutely, you can.
I love it. Well, I would be motivated. I'll be ready to be in all of that.
Be like, all right, I got Imani.
What I got to do? What company?
Right, Imani. I'm on that.
Wow.
Oh my God, guys.
That was
This
amazing.
is another phenomenal interview. Imani Qryn, what? You
Yeah,
run it.
you
Just
work.
like I said you would. Just
Yeah.
like I said.
Aw, thank
Guys,
you.
you want to meet us and Imani in Orlando? What? We're going to be in Orlando from May 26th to May 28th. What? Hit us up for more details. If you want all the details, juicy details, just hit up one of the three of us and we'll be happy to let you know what's going on and how you can come and meet us. All right. You want to lead us out?
Hanging out with you guys in Orlando.
See you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you for coming.
so
Thank you,
much
Imani.
for
Thank you too for inviting me. It's
Oh,
been a
you're
wonderful
welcome.
experience.
Absolutely.
It was
Hang on,
amazing.
Imani.
All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.